21 Savage's American Dream versus Drake and 21 Savage's Her Loss. Which album's better based off of their tracklist comparisons? Starting with the intros, American Dream versus Rich Flex. Now, American Dream isn't a full-fledged song, but I do have to give it its credit for being a pretty cool spoken word that gives some concept to the overall album. Nonetheless, I am going to go with Rich Flex. All of Me versus Major Distribution. I love both of these songs. It was honestly a really close matchup, but that sample on All of Me is too amazing. Red Rum versus OMBS, another really close matchup for me, but Red Rum is just 21 Savage in his perfect element, and you have another crazy sample. NHIE featuring Doja Cat versus Back Outside Boys. I thought the Drake track had a lot more energy. I'm picking that one. Sneaky versus Privileged Rappers. I love the new ad-lib on Sneaky. I'm gonna have to go with that. Pop Your Shit versus Spin Bout You. Now, talking about poop on a track is never... It's crazy. I also had some problems with the production of Pop Your Shit, so I'm gonna have to go with Her Loss on this one. Letter to My Brother versus Hours in Silence. Hours in Silence drags like crazy. I'm gonna go with American Dream. Dangerous versus Treacherous Twins. You got a crazy, energetic verse from Lil Durk. I'm gonna go with Dangerous. Nayna versus Circo Loco. Easily Nayna. The Travis feature is amazing. It's so raw, and he's just going for it. See the Real versus Pussy a Millions. I gotta go with the Her Loss track. It's so catchy and so hype. Prove It versus Broke Boys. I'm going Broke Boys. For Should Have Worn a Bonnet versus Middle of the Ocean, I gotta go with the Her Loss track again. Middle of the Ocean has a crazy beat switch, and Drake is rapping his ass off. Just Like Me versus Jumbotron Shit Poppin'. I love how 21 Savage and Burna Boy meshed together on Just Like Me to create this really unique sound for the album, and I do think Jumbotron is, or at least was, a little overhated when Her Loss first came out. I'm still going with Just Like Me though. Red Sky versus More M's. I gotta go Red Sky. And then there's Dark Days versus 3 AM on Glenwood. You have 21 Savage getting a little bit more introspective on Dark Days, showing growth not only musically but also emotionally, and overall that progression gives it the edge and gives American Dream the W.